Elon's tweeting again.
Well, to me, this is the big story. Let's put aside the orders, the truck, whatever. I've been very critical of Elon on this program and the corporate governance at Tesla in recent appearances. I want to say, I think he seems to be back on his game. I mean, to me, the story is the dog that didn't bark here. There haven't been any outrageous tweets. There hasn't been any controversy. We haven't heard about any more SEC investigations. I don't know if it's the new chairman, what has happened there, but I do feel Musk has calmed down, he's stabilized, he's doing what he does best. I was very excited by the electric truck. I know it's controversial looking, it's a little unorthodox, but, look, there it is. And, he's taking a sledgehammer. I know it didn't go quite as planned, but who else is using a sledgehammer on their truck? I mean, it's very attention-getting, and I think it looks very intriguing.
So tweeting numbers like this, 250,000, 200,000, you don't think that's going to be something that's a concern to the SEC?
Well, it won't be a concern if it's true. And yes, it makes me a little nervous, having just said, the danger is I finally say something positive about Musk and then he goes off the reservation. I mean, that's always a risk. He's done it before. That means he has the capacity to do it again. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt here. I assume, until we know otherwise, those are accurate numbers, and in that case, it's fine. It's a public disclosure. There aren't going to be problems with that. What I'd really love to know is to be behind the scenes to see, what kind of back and forth has he had with the board, with the outside counsel, because he was chafing in the beginning. Remember, he immediately defied his SEC restrictions that were imposed. But, we've had several months of calm, and now I think a pretty successful product introduction and a return of orders. And I've been saying all along, one of the things that would make me nervous about buying a Tesla is whether the chief executive can be counted on, to run the thing, to be stable. It'll be around. You want a car company to be around there when you need some repairs or something. And I think consumers are regaining confidence based on this order flow.
Do you think that, kind of given there's been some back and forth with regard to whether these orders really mean anything, because people only have to put down $100 to reserve it, and it doesn't go directly into as a deposit for these cars or for these trucks. Can we really put much stock in 250,000 as being a meaningful number when it comes to the actual sales of these cars, which really can't even take place until 2021?
Yeah, I mean, who knows how many of these will come to fruition. I haven't seen any data on yield, I guess is what you would call it, like the number of people who actually back out of these contracts. Mm-hmm. But I've never heard that it's anything particularly material. And we're seeing now in the regular cars an actual order flow and delivery numbers. So, there's some solid numbers there. And the trucks are going to show up on that eventually. But I think as the numbers get bigger, I know just driving around myself, I see more and more Teslas sort of like zipping by, and it kind of psychologically does give you more confidence. That's one reason I think, the final truck may not look exactly like that kind of Star Wars trapezoid that he showed. They often get modified before they actually go into production. But it's so distinctive that when one of those Tesla trucks drives by, we're all going to see it. And I think as they start showing up on the roads, that sort of inherently gives people confidence that, other people were willing to do it. That seems to be working for them, maybe.
Well,
okay.
but that's not a comment on whether he can make them profitably, whether customer service is good or bad, right?
Well, the consumer numbers on Tesla is very good. I mean, one of the, I think the things very impressive is he not only created an auto company from scratch, but it doesn't just end with the point of sale. There is the service follow through. There's the reliability, and people seem to love them. The numbers, Consumer Reports gave them a boost recently. Kind of reinstating after a few rocky incidents involving.
And you don't seem rattled by incoming competition, or whether it's Ford or BMW or anything like that.
I was just thinking about that this morning, because the legacy car companies, any legacy company that has to make a paradigm shift is facing challenges. We all know that from the media business. And I was thinking about like GM's sort of half-hearted and failed effort going back years to kind of develop an electric car, which really didn't get anywhere. And I think it's really, really hard. I mean, again, the Ford truck, again, we've got that movie out there now, about the race cars, but we've got a real life kind of movie going on, like Ford, the F-150 versus the Tesla truck, which is going to be a fun competition to watch. It reminds me, though, a little bit of like Netflix and Disney. It's not necessarily they're not necessarily going to cannibalize each other. There may be a whole segment here that's going to expand the segment, but it'll be fun to watch them going head to head. I mean, I think there's always going to be a place for that heavy duty, traditional truck, but this is a bold challenge, and I think it's great as competition. Tesla has really forced the legacy automakers to up their game, and I think now they do have electric initiatives going on, the Europeans too. But where are they? The years are going by.